Care Act. It's the Care Act 2014. You've had a good talk about the different illnesses and about the different things that can be offered. From social services perspective, I work in a hospital, so my main experience is hospitals. So if somebody comes into a hospital and they're going to need support, Birmingham City Council can offer support. We do have an eligibility criteria. All the services we offer are means tested, and there's a threshold limit. If people have over £23,250, we're just going to refer to it as the threshold amount, then you're going to have to pay for your care, whether you have carers at home or whether you go into care, whether it's nursing or residential care. However, from hospital settings, you normally get a free service for up to 6 weeks. About that much is what can be offered. But long-term support, it's care packages. They are means tested, and people have to pay for them. Like mentioned previously, the maximum calls anybody can have at home is 4 calls a day. That's if you're going under with social services. However, privately, if you're a self-funder and you're going to arrange your private care, you can have as many calls as you like. You can have a live-in service. Even if you've got more money than the threshold amount, you're still entitled to an assessment from social services, and they can still help you organize and plan your care for your family members. So that's how that works. And there's always a lot of issues about finances. People will always say to me, oh, okay, my mom's become unwell now, and she's going to need long-term 24-hour care. So what's going to happen about my father? If you've got a family member living in the property, that property will be disregarded. However, any of the person's savings will be taken into consideration. So that's always a big question when people need to go into 24-hour care. And another question that always comes up is, unless you've made legal arrangements like lasting powers of attorney for your family members to handle your finances, and your family member becomes unwell, then it can be extremely difficult to deal with their finances. So it's advice to myself and everybody else to try and sort things like that out well beforehand. You can choose your spouses or your children or your siblings, because once you're incapable of managing your finances, then you have to go down the legal route. It costs a lot of money, and you do lose control of managing the finances appropriately, and you do have to spend a lot of money that could be avoided, because it's your money that's been saved. And that's countrywide. It's not just Birmingham or Solihull. It's the same process everywhere. I mean, Birmingham is like every other authority really in that respect. And the carers, if someone's got care needs where they need 2 carers per call, that will still be possible. You can have 2 carers per call, and we can help you with that process. I don't have very much to say really, because unless the scenario is presented, then I can't say. Yes.
Can I please clarify? Besides the threshold limit,
Yeah.
Are you saying the property doesn't matter, whatever the value of the property is, it's not taken into account?
Is this when someone's going into a care home, or if someone's having carers at home?
Carers at home. So they've got their own house.
Yeah.
And they've got savings like £20,000.
Yeah.
Which is less than the threshold.
Yeah.
So is the property taken into account or not?
No.
No.
No, the property isn't taken into
No,
control.
they're living in their own property. Right.
Yeah.
Have you done the main presentation?
Yeah, I wasn't going to say much.
What we will do now, we'll come down 3 plus 1, the one just arrived, and you can bring your chair. Yeah. Want to stand or you want to? You can move your. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. I invited Ubada because Ubada is a GP.